Hey guys, this is Daniel with Champion Industries, and right behind me here we have one of our Byline conveyors. Now Byline is a separate but internal company we have here, and they do custom tray accumulators and table systems, trough systems, all kinds of conveyor systems with belts. And it's basically just the design to move a tray or any type of plate from point A to point B. What we really wanted to show off today is our tray accumulator system. Now this is kind of a smaller system just for demo purposes. They can get big, and I mean real big. So as you can see, we have our tray carriers and the individual different tray holders here on each of these. Now these can be configured however you'd like to. We've got a 4 stack right here. We can do 3, 2, however somebody wants to do in the design. And speaking of design, this is where we really differentiate from everybody else out there. It's how we do our actual conveyance. So you can see our system, we've got it nice and open up here to where we can take a look inside of it. But most people are fairly turned off by these style of devices because they maybe had a negative experience in the past. And that's typically to do with the chain design, because chains, as we know, stretch, need a lot of maintenance, things over time. Now the system that we use is actually what we call the Caterpillar tube system. And if you see here, I've got one link of this, and it's a very stout system, and you can even look up inside there and see these tray carriers riding on it. So very different from a chain, where if this was riding on a chain, all the weight would be pulling on the chain, which is what you don't want. That's why we use this Caterpillar tube system, where all the weight is actually on this chunky stainless steel tube here. So you may recognize these, and if you've been to the dry cleaner anytime recently, that's probably where you recognize it from. That's a lot that industry uses these and has been for quite some time. So, because our little chain inside here is not holding that weight, and actually the tube is, we can take a look at this chain, if you want to call it that does ride inside there. And it's a very heavy-duty design on these rollers. And it allows us to do some tight turns in certain situations and designs. So, very cool technology. Now these last for a long time, need very little maintenance. Actually, the only thing on our device here, or our product here, that needs maintenance is every couple of years we'll just add a little grease to the system. So we've got some grease zerks up there, and you can see the other grease inside that system. But it's a very sealed up design that doesn't need hardly any maintenance whatsoever. If you've had one of the chain style systems from a different company before, you'll have to constantly adjust those and tighten the chains and take in and out links. On this system, you won't need to deal with any of that right there. So each of these carriers can take quite a bit of weight, and they just run and run and run for lots of time without needing any maintenance whatsoever. So, or very little maintenance, should I say. But with that, strongly consider to encourage you to consider looking at Byline systems and our accumulators, and we'll be happy to help you put together a design for your application.